is what the police know. I believe within 2 or 3 days we're going to know a whole lot more. And I'll do videos when I can, but I don't think I need to do any more here. I'm hopeful Cleo may be alive, but if she isn't, then I am sure that they will find who did it.
And I remained hopeful because the chart never showed. If you watch every single video, I don't think there's a single moment where I've said, I think she's deceased. And I defended the parents and I defended the fact that I thought she was alive. So I just want everyone to know that astrology knows, and if you know how to read a chart, it tells you the answers. So yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. And the dude's house is what? Here?
Very specific. And that's the 190.
Okay, I think we get the gist there. It was close.
But definitely someone that knows the area and that is a local. That she's gone further into the being captured, being taken away somewhere.
Where's this
taking us? You're onto Northwest Coastal Highway, okay? So I've just done the initial radius. I'm just going to take these away so they're not right. And I've used miles.
This is a good reason and a good way to show you that going back to the first charts usually give us the answers. Then I go on a tangent following the police, the media, whatever, mainly the police. And then it goes back around again.
And kilometres, and combining them this time.
Oh, here we go.
190.52 we need.
Oh, this is when I was drawing them. Okay. Can we zoom in? North Plantation. The day before I made the first video, okay? Turn up. Now, let's have a little listen to this bit.
These vehicle people, it could be a female. Okay, how much time have I got? A little bit. So, let me grab. Okay, so this orange line is the one that I just drew in then. It goes across this coastal highway. That's interesting. There's a cross point here. Main road. Who works at Brickhouse Station, which goes right across the Gascoyne.
I didn't notice Capricorn Roadhouse or whatever it was. There's the bridge that was of interest.
And that's where the IC was as well. Carnarvon Mullawa Road.
Okay, so that's the first video and that's how close it was. Okay, so keep watching to find out how all of that came about. That was a really good way for me to show you little bits of clips of the case. Maybe perhaps it might show other people that this works really, really well, as you guys know it does. So let's move forward. Keep watching. It gets interesting, specific, and is accurate, not bullshit, I promise. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is going to be a tricky little dickie, this whole video. I don't even know where to start, to be completely honest, and this is exactly what I thought would happen with the Cleo case. So first of all, I just have to say, if you haven't watched the videos, watch the videos. If you're my subscribers, you've watched the videos, I know. If you've never seen anything I've ever done before, watch those Cleo videos and tell me that it's not adding up to something that we're not quite figuring out. Put it together with the paper, the information, and what's going on right now with it. Uranus is kicking up the most stinking mess I've ever seen. Not only on a huge global scale, obviously, universally, personally, in every single case, it is infiltrating us like you wouldn't believe. Uranus at the moment is so strong that I have Uranus on my ascendant, and I can't think straight at all. But when I can think straight, I think that I understand the meaning of life. So going beyond that, let's have a look at a couple of things. So I made a video last night about Cleo. I thought, I'm just going to make one more. Just one more, because I wanted to, show, well, you'll see it. You're going to see it in a minute. But I fell asleep because I was absolutely exhausted from what's going on at home. Okay, where do I start? Way back from the start, I've been saying, or the astrology has been saying, that it's not going to end the way that we think it is. And that's exactly what's happened so far. That continues to happen. So just today, just this afternoon, one of our news stations could be in a lot of trouble after identifying the wrong person that did it on Facebook because of people passing around pictures on bloody Facebook. So there begins the first thing. It's why I don't partake in bullshit about rumours. The number one rule of astrology is finding times that please and are legitimate times. It's not psychic work. It's not anything like that. There's intuition that goes with it, and there's people that are psychics, and that there's people that do all sorts of stuff. But in this particular instance, and the way I work, it is based on fact and maths and my intuition, but regardless. So now one of our news stations is in huge trouble because they went and said that the wrong person was the person that had Cleo. Now, last night, I actually had a picture of the person that took Cleo. I know what his face looks like. I'm not going to put it up here because I wouldn't do that. And in the video, you're going to hear that I said he's probably likely Aboriginal, and he is. But that was through educated guess and the fact that Uranus was in the 9th house at the time when I was looking at the chart, the 9th house of its foreign lands, even though they're not foreign to their land, it's their land. It's a little bit even more specific than the usual 9th house interpretation. Anyway, regardless of who did what. Now, let's clear some things up for reals here. Okay, this is from 8 hours ago. This is the person in here, and I happened to snap a shot of his face, which I'll never show anybody. But no, I showed one person, a friend of mine, and that was it, and she would never show anybody. Hey, BB. So, he's been into hospital twice, okay? On the video, you're going to see in hindsight that I've said that they've pointed out the hospital for a reason, and this is the reason. You're going to be hearing, he's tried to, people beat him up and he's tried to kill himself, etc. He has. This man is extremely mentally ill, okay? Now, at this point in time, charges expected to be laid. Now, let's look a little bit closer to now. See, now it's hard to find anything about the charges. Okay, that's interesting. Let's look at this. They believe that he worked alone. They're convinced he worked alone while detailing how they worked together to pinpoint out how he was there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. They had him before they went into the house. They had him at 12:41. They went into the house at 12:46. They knew that he'd done it. They knew that she was in the house because they'd seen him just before. So he was around the streets. He wasn't just not in the house, he was out the front. Okay? These are the neighbours that saw him buying nappies and diapers. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, here we go. 8 minutes ago. The time is 5:03, Thursday the 4th. Suspect to be charged today as investigators warn against spreading wild theories. So they're given very little information now because they're finding more things out. Now, I had an article before that said that they are waiting for somebody that is mentally capable of talking for this suspect. Okay, so he's very ill. He was apparently, I can't source this right now, but I might be able to in a minute, carrying a Bratz doll, a doll, with him. And he gave Cleo toys. He looked after Cleo. Literally like 8 minutes ago. How Cleo Smith's alleged abductor was obsessed with dolls and created social media profiles of his imaginary family, as confronting photos emerge of blacked out windows on his derelict house. Now that's true. Better not try and click on that, it's going to disappear. An obsession with Bratz dolls and appeared to show he created fake profiles of his children. Oh my goodness, okay. I think I know what's going on here. Oh, here he is. Wow. I better back this up.
Look, there's been speculation that it might be transferred to Perth or even to Geraldton.
This is live right now, so...
It was unclear whether he would even appear in person in court, so it was a surprise to some that he was physically there in the courtroom this afternoon. As I mentioned, accounts of his demeanour suggest that he was calm and seemingly not rattled by the predicament that he now faces, which is certainly in contrast to the picture we've gathered over the last couple of days, where he has been apparently self-inflicting the injuries that have led to his 2 trips to hospital. So, look, it's unclear how police want to play it from this point onwards, but remembering this is a small community and this is bound to be a hugely emotive topic for the next however many months ahead that this process plays out. So I think everyone will just want things to stay calm and just let the process unfold in due course.
Absolutely. All right. Tim McMillan there in Carnarvon. Thank you for that. Orders and boosters will be the top priorities when our leaders meet.
Every minute it's getting it's changing. I mean, it's hard to see in America, but living here, it's on the news 24/7. It has been, well, since she's been found, you can't hear anything else other than that. So I'm getting really quick, up-to-date news here. Now I've gone on a tangent because all the new stuff's already happened while doing the video. Hence, Uranus is kicking ass. Mercury's got to be in there too somewhere. I haven't even looked at the charts for today. Maybe there's an aspect between them. Undoubtedly there is. We shall have a look. I was just looking through this article, the timeline, and look at this. Oops. Sunday. Detectives go door knocking at a number of homes along the northwest coastal highway in the northern plantations. And then suddenly they found her. Okay, all right, let's check this out. So I changed my map and saved it. It's taken the lines off from before, so I'm going to have to find it. But here is the northern plantations, that road, northwest coastal highway. So they were led down here. What line, where were we? Okay, I'll find it.
I've been a currency trader now for the last 25 years. In
I
fact,
even have to
I'm
sit
regarded
through
as the
my
number
own
one
ads.
trading
So this was...
I'm going to jump straight into this. We're going to have a look at
26th of October. I'm just going to pause it and flick through, not to waste time. Just notice this. Uranus, the 9th. Uranus, the 9th. That's at 3 to 3:30.
gives us points of interest.
Right there.
$202. Now what that's given us is a really tight wedge.
Oh, the wedge was at the South Plantation.
It's
Bloody ads.
Leo line.
In.
Continues down this main road.
Where does that go? Where does that go?
And it's just a bit further out than the road you would need. Actually, that's not true. You'd be on that road. Anyway, Woodley, again, point of interest.
Oh, stop it.
Whether there's homes
Go
on
up.
there, do not know. Further out.
No, not further out.
Let's find the road. This road here,
I've got to find it.
which comes all the way. Now, I still have my areas that I would be looking if the person did actually decide to go along this way. Now, I can't not note that the radius went to, again, Carnarvon Mullawa Road, around this area here in Garda. So I'm also going to map this Leo line, 24 degrees, which is related to the sun. So the ascendant when she was taken, which matches
Venus. What a pickle.
the one at 1:30 where Leo is completely contained in the first house and the sun and Mars is in the third house. So
I wish I talked quicker.
putting her in the vehicle, basically, at this point in time. So we're going to look at that Leo, 24 Leo, which is...
Come on, I don't remember where it goes.
Let me get my brain on.
142.
Okay, so Leo
Come
is
on.
120 plus 24 is 144.
Well, I hope I start
Takes us there.
at the start.
A place called Woodley. Whether there's homes on
Okay.
there,
Different
do not
technique.
know.
Found it. Between the two. Knocking along Northwest Coastal Highway in Northern Plantations, 5 kilometres from Cleo's hometown. Oh, that's not very specific, but anyway. Northwest Highway, let's look. Well, it seems to go door knocking. You'd have to start maybe around here if you were on that road. And this is okay. Let's drop something around here. I don't know where houses seem to be, or shops or whatever. Just for a point of interest, and let's zoom out. Five kilometres. The person that they've questioned here is around here. Okay. Wonder if that's the female. Just in the chart, I mean. Okay. This is getting weird. Look. 145 is the bearing. That is 25 degrees of Leo. Going to that random place that I just did from the blowhole. So where I went before was 140. Oh, this gets confusing. Okay, so as per normal, in the last couple of days, something came up real quickly and I had to walk away, and now I've forgotten what I was talking about. So I'm not going to rewind and all that stuff. But let's have a look here. This is the video that is called whatever. What's it called? This one. Search Arrest Areas Part 2, updated 26th of October. Updated. I don't know when it was made. You'll see. Anyway, look at these lines. There's the near Northampton, Southampton there. But let's look how close the trail is. So they came down here, this road here, Northwest Coastal Highway, and then they followed it along here. The police I'm talking about, until, up there, and then followed it, which was the area where I was just at. 1 second. The 354 is the Northwest Coastal Highway. Door knocking at a number of homes along the Northwest Coastal Highway, 5 kilometres away. I know I'm repeating myself, but so they've come down. So let's go a bit further out even still. They've come down this road here. Look at that, the line follows it. Isn't that interesting? They've come down the Northern Highway, North Coast Highway, which comes from Quobba, from the campsite, down here, same road, down here, and then to stay on that road, they have to cross the Gascoyne and stay along here. And as I showed you, there's houses on this side. I don't know how they get there. So that's a different road. So that's how I got to around about here, where some houses start. Okay, we've got like a housing. We've got houses, farms, Capricorn auto wash. Haha. How's that? Capricorn. Okay, so I'm going to pretty much assume that that's probably near the location. And once again, let me show you 145 degrees is 25 degrees of Leo. Look at this, guys, just while I was looking. The original chart, 130. The last time she was seen, her moon was at 25 Aquarius, opposite 25 Leo. An imaginary spot around about there. That was just something really interesting to note. But I'm trying to find the chart with the Leo ascendant, which I believe is around the 3:30 time. So let's... Oh, give me a second. Okay, so just initially as well, while I'm looking, the 6 a.m. chart, when we were thinking, okay, when I was thinking, maybe it's someone that knows them, friends of, etc., we were looking at Leo, which led to that Sun, which was in aspect to Pluto at 24, which is then in quincunx to that 25 Leo point. It's very interesting. It's forming a picture in front of my eyes, but I can't quite get there yet. I've got an idea. Let's make a new chart. Oops. Then I can also teach you how, don't look at that, how I go about doing it. Okay, so first of all, always go there. I'm going to edit. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back. Sorry. I'm going to find... Okay, let's show the chart for this one. 318. Oh, what? Now my internet doesn't want to work. Oh. Okay. All right. So 3:30, the last time, when it was apparently seen. So it went from the tent to the end of the road at that time. Oh, come on. Really? $3.29? Is there a reason this is happening? Okay, my Uranus ascendant hates me today. Edit. 3 o'clock a.m. Bam. 24 of Leo at 3 a.m. is like here at the Capricorn car wash. Like, what's... And Capricorn was the original ruler. Saturn, Capricorn. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think the person that they spoke to obviously led them to his house, because that was that day, and then the very next day they're sorting through rubbish. One day later they're onto it, etc. This day is important, obviously. This has gotten so complex that I'm confused myself. I wish I had a copy of the very first map, but because I'm changing it and saving it, it's changing it, and it's annoying. But nevertheless, my thinking is that this will be a lady that tipped him off, and possibly then we'll be going back to that lady to see why and how she tipped him off. Because this man, in my eyes, I don't understand how he could have pulled off such an abduction, being mentally ill and being who he is, being him. It doesn't make sense. So, as predicted, way more is going to be coming out, and I'm sticking with 2 or 3 people, 3 people personally, I think. I have my theories that perhaps Chloe to him was Cleo. Sorry, that perhaps Cleo was a human doll because he wanted to look after a child. He made multiple Facebook accounts, apparently, that were his children. So how can we not think that? And then that also includes the Venus energy that has been going in along this all along as well. But I'm still not discounting that there's 3 people or 2 people and there's a female. I can't do it. I just can't. Notice Capricorn Roadhouse or whatever it was. There's the bridge that was of interest.
And that's where the IC was as well. Carnarvon Mullawa Road.